All right, welcome back to season 2 of our show. Today we're going straight to India. We're showing you how to get some Indian chicken done, tandoori style. Stick around, don't go anywhere. So we're just going to show you how to get this chicken cut up for tandoori style. Now we're kebabbing today, so we're just going to take chicken breasts. Usually I use chicken thighs, but today we're using chicken breasts because it's a little bit easier. And that's what I had readily available today in my freezer. So we're going to just trim it up, not too much. Now I trim off the fat on this, and what I do is I save it. I'm going to put it off to the side and I boil it up, and they make excellent treats for my doggies. So you see that fat that's over there? Just cut that out of there. That's where it's connected to the breastbone, because you don't want to pull anything out of your mouth. And now that you got that nice and cleaned up, just going to scrape along. Just like that, and we're just going to pull off that thin layer of fat on there. Just put that off to the side, just like that, and just get that out of there. All right, so on the back here I feel a little bone somewhere I felt, and I'm going to feel around again. Here it is, right here, and it's sticking out of the chicken breast because the butcher didn't get all that bone out of there. So what I'll do is just take my knife and cut that out of there. And I'm going to show you what that looks like in there. Alright, so here we go. That's the bone right in there. It's very sharp and you'll feel it. So even though you get chicken breasts that are already cut up, you don't want to put that in here. So off to that side we go. Alright, here we go. Let's start kebabbing these. And we're going to cut them in pieces like that so they can just easily fit onto the skewer. Just come across, and once you come across, just cut it in half. Takes no time to do, just like that, and that's it. Make sure the pieces are big so you can find them. Now as you go up the chicken, it gets a little bit bigger up top. I'll cut them in threes, and that's what I'll do. So just keep coming across. And just this one here I can pretty much cut in threes, so I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3 and just get them in there just like that. It's done. Alright, we're just going to show you another one, and then we're going to get on to our seasoning. So again, see all that fat that's there? Just get it out of there. Nothing goes to waste, like I said, because my dogs will eat that on a quick boil. And a little secret there, if you boil this down, put that over there because that bone's there. If you boil this down with some turmeric in here, it's a healthy treat for your pets. And the animals love it. It's all you need, just a little salt and some turmeric, and you can boil that fat right down and give it to the dogs. And that's what I do. There's nothing in my house goes to waste. All right, so just start cutting up. Do this quite fast. Get them in there. Just like that. That's it. Just kebab them. Feel around for any bones that are in there from the breastplate. And you're good to go. Alright, I'm going to get to cutting up this chicken. And we're going to meet you right back here and show you how to get these seasoned. So, don't go anywhere. So our chicken's nice and cut up and cubed up, we're ready for kebabs. Let's show you the seasoning. So like I said, our chicken's all nice and cut up. Now, we're using a bunch of seasonings today to do this. So in here is a tandoori mix, and it consists of coriander, cumin, garlic powder, ginger, cloves, mace, fenugreek, cinnamon, black pepper, cardamom, and nutmeg. Now, all of these spices are here. I can adjust the amounts that I need because there's no salt in here, and some of these are ground down, and that's the way you want to do your spices. This way you get that nice authentic flavor. Mixed with, this is just yogurt, plain yogurt. Let's get our salt on first. Now you can grind up these ingredients when you need them. Have them fresh, make sure they're covered and they stay in your cupboard, because you want the ingredients to be fresh. You don't want to have these powders sitting around your house and they're like a year old. You're not going to get that nice pungent flavor from them if you don't do that. So make sure you cover them, and if you can grind your own fresh, get them ground. Now I don't use anything from the markets, from the shelves, and a lot of people will put a tandoori on the shelf on their chicken. You're gonna ask me, why is this not red? Every time I see tandoori, when I go out to a restaurant, it's always red. Well, the reason why it's red is because it's dyed. And they put the red dye in there, or food coloring, to make it look nice. We're not using that today. Today, we're gonna just use a nice, natural tandoori seasoning. And that's what's in here. Now we're gonna start to sprinkle that in after our salt. And don't be shy. And just mix it in. And use a glove, because your hand is going to be seasoned afterwards, and it might take you a while to get these nice spices off of your fingers. So I'm going to go in like that. And don't forget to use a lot of this, like I said. If you buy it from the store, it's very expensive to use a lot of it. So that's why I make my own. Just get it in just like that. Now we're going to marinate this for a couple hours. If you go overnight, your yogurt could turn to water. So you can leave the seasoning on here, but I salted it already, so I don't want this too salty. And I don't want to go overnight with it. So about an hour out on the table, room temperature. Let it come to temperature, and you're good to go. So I used all that spice. I'm going to leave in the description the combination that I used. Everybody's a little different. This is the combo that I use. All right, so now that we got that on there, here comes our yogurt. I'm just gonna put a little bit and start mixing. Don't go too hard on it, because as you'll see, a little goes a very long way. What the yogurt does is keep the meat moist. And we're using an egg today, and we're gonna cook at a normal temperature, because this is not a tandoori oven, even though it is clay. But in restaurants, they'll cook this up to 700 degrees to get a nice char on the outside. But we don't have to do that, because we're not a restaurant, and we're gonna take our time to cook this. In restaurants, they have to cook hot, cook fast. And today, we're gonna cook it and take our time. Also too, if you cook it too fast, the outside's gonna burn. We're already cooking with a ceramic cooker, so it's gonna make it juicy. If you're not using ceramic, just lower the heat a little bit more and take your time cooking this chicken. It's white meat, breast meat. It will dry out if you give it too much heat. So I'll show you guys the perfect combo to cook this, and we'll meet you right back here and get this skewered up. Don't go anywhere. So we're seasoned up. Let's show you how to get these onto the skewers. These skewers have been soaking in water, because you don't want to burn up your skewers. Also too, you don't want the meat to dry out on the skewer, and you want to not suck the moisture out of the meat with the skewer, and it'll stick if you're using a skewer that is dry, because it will take on the moisture of the meat, and it makes it harder to get off the skewer. So what I do is just skewer them up just like this. I don't pack them too hard. And you want a nice, easy, gentle skewer. Just make sure it's just down that way. Don't overcrowd it. And just use a good amount of the skewer. Just like that. So I'm going to stop, and I'm going to use my first one to judge out the others. So this way I got a good judge. Let's do one more. Watch you don't poke your fingers. I'm going to redo that one because I don't like that one. So I'm going to get it into a nice meaty part. And just judge it out. If you're scared of poking your fingers, you can just basically put it down like that and just poke through. Just like that. And now you can just go like that. Alright, I'm going to get to skewering these up, and we're going to meet you right back here to get out into the cooker. Don't go anywhere. Alright, we're using a clay cooker today, tandoori style. Let's show you inside. So this is our fire setup. I'm using some competition coal today. I'm also using a piece of oak wood, and we're going to just get her started. All natural fire starter in the middle. I don't use any lighter fluid because it's an egg, and number two, there's a bunch of chemicals in there, so everything I use is all natural. So we're going to get that going just like that. I'm going to put this piece right on top of there and let her get fired up. We're going to stabilize her in about 15 minutes. We're getting our food on. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, time to get these on. Ooh. That's a good fire. All right, we're going to start to get these on the top. And don't worry about that fire getting that crazy, because we can always calm it down. Let's go here with it. And keep them close. Now if you keep them close, the air is not going to get in between. It gives them a chance to cool down, so keep them close. All right, we're going to close up, and we're going to meet you right back here. Don't go anywhere. All right, while that chicken's out there cooking away, we're just going to show you a quick chickpea salad. So right here we got some chickpeas. Now, these were fresh chickpeas. I boiled them down, and if you want, you could use a canned one. We got a jalapeno over here, some fresh garlic, yellow bell pepper, and a red onion, olive oil, and just rice wine vinegar and some salt. Let's show you how to get this done. First thing we'll do is crush our garlic and get our garlic in. I take off the little pieces on the end of the garlic. So I'm just gonna give that a quick chop. Now this salad can go with several things, and we're using it tonight with our Indian food because it goes well with it. We're keeping it basic, we're keeping it very simple. Let's get that in. You don't want to put the garlic, you don't have to, but I like the garlic in there. Let's crush that. And I leave the pieces pretty large so you can find them. That's it. Let's cut up a bill. This gives a nice flavor. Also adds some beautiful color in there. I'm going rustic with the pieces. Nothing specific. I just chop them up and get them in. Gives a pretty color and adds for a beautiful presentation as well. Also too, you can't have tandoori chicken without a nice spicy salad on the side. And it takes no time to make. All right, so we got that there. And our peppers cut up. Just give that a quick toss while it's in there. Just gotta go like this. Just like that. And we're gonna cut up our onion. Now I'm just gonna feel this out because I don't know how much of that onion we're gonna need. So what I'll do is just half it. Give it a quick peel. And I'll get those pieces in very thin slices. Just like that. Crush them, throw them in there. Just to separate them. And when you're cutting, just turn your onion off to the side and make sure it's balanced so you don't cut yourself. Here we go. And this side we're just going to go like this. We're going to give it a quick toss. See how our ratios are. And I feel, just give this a quick cut. Leave that one. And I feel we could use just a little bit more onion in here. All right. Just gonna run these under water if your eyes are sensitive to this. So you run them underwater so your eyes don't burn. And I think I'm about good with the ratios there. Maybe just a little bit more. And I think we're good. All right, let's get our peppers in here. This is almost the star of our show. So what we'll do, I'm gonna cut this in half like this. I'm gonna get the white part out of here so it's not too spicy. I'm just gonna use the green. Give these a quick shake on the table like that, just to get that out of there. And then we'll just turn them over. Just start cutting. Very simple, very basic. Let's go rustic with them. Just get them in. Just like that. And we're going to throw this guy in here too. Get off the end. Right down the middle. We'll just get all this cleaned out. Give it a quick shake on the table. We're just going to rustic cut it. All right, that's it. Now we're going to get our dressing in. So now that we got that, we're going to put this off to the side. We're going to show you how to do the dressing for this. So we got some salt. I'm going to give it a quick hit with some salt. We're going to give it a quick toss. The just like that. Maybe a little bit more. Bring everything to the top. And here we got our olive oil. Let's go in with our olive oil to eye. So there's no specific recipe. I'm just gonna go on what I like. I'm gonna go about that much vinegar. And then I'm just gonna give it a quick whisk. Bring it together real quick. And in we go with it. And I think I'll just use the rest of that in there. A little splash. All right, let's bring it together. And look at those colors. They look fantastic. So we're gonna chill this in the fridge. Let those flavors just mellow out for a minute. And that's it. We'll put it in a serving bowl and we'll see you back out in the cooker. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. We're about 7 minutes in. Let's see what we got going on. Beautiful. Now I'm just gonna start turning these over. That's what you want to see. Just like that. Nice easy cook. This is why we put them close, so the fire doesn't get to them. We're just gonna get them over. Cooking them nice and easy. So what we'll do, we'll leave these on the top, just like that. And then we'll swap them out when these start to get nice and darkened on the bottom. We'll just swap them out. We're gonna open up a little bit more. And that's gonna be about it. So we're gonna cook these at about 350. Let them roll. Total cook time for about 22 minutes, 25 minutes. See you right back here. 15 minutes in, let's see what we're working with. Okay. Let's get those over. Nice, easy cook. Can't go wrong on the ceramics. Now, a lot of people will say, you know, you're on the tandoori, you should cook these things at 700 degrees. You're in the restaurant business, that's great. You want to cook them at 700, that suits you fine, you go right ahead and do it. But if you're on a regular cooker like this, and you want to take your time, and you want to get all that flavor, nothing rushed. It's got to come out as good and get all that flavor in there. So, you might cook them faster, but you're not going to get that flavor. And that's what you're looking for, flavor. And I take this one and just kind of put it down the bottom because I'm not happy with the color. So I'll slide it to the side and just drop it in there. And then we're going to drop this one down here too. That's it. So we're going to close back up. I'm going to crank up the heat to about 450 degrees. And then I'm going to shut it down and just let them cook. Let's get these separated out. There we go. We're going to close up and we're going to meet you back here. About another 7 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Time to pull these. Ooh. Wow. Those are looking right. Let's get them off of here. 22 minutes in. That's all it took. And we cooked them nice and easy, about 350. And that's what you're looking to do. Just cook them nice and easy. All right. We're gonna get to pulling these and we're gonna meet inside. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, here we are, season 2 chopping block. Let's see what we got. Look at those kebabs. Now, little trick for you. I put some onions over here right after they came off the oven, nice and hot out there off the cooker. And the onions will do two things. They'll keep the moisture in, they'll soften it, and they'll add some flavor. So let's plate it up. Now first, we'll just get into one of these, and we're going to show you what they look like. We'll just cut right into one of these guys. Spin it around. And we'll pull it right off of there. Look at that. She's cooked beautifully. Nice and juicy. It's not dried out. Let's give that a bit master taste. Excellent. All right. Let's see what this looks like on a plate. I'm just going to choose this one right there. And I'll choose this one. Like that. We'll get some of these nice onions in here. On top. Can't go wrong with the onion. And we made some beautiful rice. So let's plate this up with some rice. This is a basmati rice with cumin seed in here. Let's just get our rice onto the plate. Now, if you had never had rice with cumin in it, with cumin seed, you're in for a treat. We're going to make a video of this rice coming up, so don't be alarmed. All right, now we got that nice, beautiful salad that we made. And we're just going to put some of that onto the plate. Nice fresh salad. Spicy too. All right. Now that we have that, we've got a beautiful homemade bread that we made. And we're going to leave a link in the description to this bread being made. So what we'll do, we're just going to cut it to a couple of nice pieces and put it here on the plate. And there it is. Now this is turmeric bread, turmeric and garlic fried bread. And there it is, a perfect, complete plate. The tandoori chicken. Just going to turn this around, just so you get a good view of that. Then we're going to show you what it looks like at this angle. There it is. All right, we're going to get situated. We're going to clean up here, and we're going to meet you right back here. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, there it is. Tandoori chicken, kebabs, authentic style, with some basmati rice, cumin seed, Got a nice beautiful chickpea salad on the side. Turmeric bread. Doesn't get any better than that. We're going to leave a link in the description to everything that's in here. And if you like this video and more videos that are about to come, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you. We enjoyed having you. And until next time. Gotta get that little Pitmaster taste there.